my 2024 movie rankings. Okay. At number, if I remember, 34. If I'm wrong, I'll find out somewhere down the thing because I don't have it labeled. If I'm talking to people during this video, it's because I'm not alone in the room. 34, I got Trap. I didn't do a review on Trap because I watched it late. But Trap is one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my entire life. Honestly, it's one of the worst movies I've ever seen. I want to be respectful with this video, so I'll just say it wasn't for me at all, and I thought it was very bad. I really didn't like the singing aspect. I don't think M. Night Shyamalan has ever listened to people speak. That's where I put it. 34. 33. Oh, God. I have a review for this. Joker 2. Joker Folie à Deux. Folie à Doo. Oh, my God. Joker 2. It's a musical. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. The Acolyte. I didn't actually watch The Acolyte. I watched the first episode. But it's Star Wars, so I'm going to add it on my list. I didn't like The Acolyte. It's not for me. 31. It's Megamind versus the Doom Syndicate. Is this even a sequel? It doesn't even have the same voice actors. The animation's cheap. I didn't like it. 30. Agatha All Along. I'll actually go into a bit of detail with Agatha All Along. I didn't watch the final episodes, I know, so I shouldn't be on my list, but I just couldn't. I fell behind. I just didn't think to watch. I'm like, I'll watch Penguin instead. Everybody's like, oh, it's not that great of a show, but like Catherine Hahn and Aubrey Plaza. I'm like, I don't really care because I don't really care about. I don't follow them that much, and I just didn't like the. I didn't like the themes of Agatha All Along. It was very weird to me. So that's 30. Number 29 is Atlas. Jennifer Lopez. Not that great of a movie. I watched it on Netflix. I actually didn't finish it. I watched like 30 minutes of it. So, it's not that good. It's kind of boring. Trigger warning. Same with Atlas. It's very boring. Roadhouse. I watched Roadhouse. My dad was like, you gotta watch Roadhouse. That's how he talks. And I decided to watch Roadhouse. Conor McGregor was in it. I don't like Conor McGregor, but I come from that world of MMA, so I wanted to watch it. And it was okay. It wasn't that good. But it wasn't terrible to watch. It wasn't like Trigger Warning Atlas where I couldn't finish it. Unfrosted. I kind of lost the track of numbers run, so we're just going to keep going. I think it's number 26. Don't quote me on that, though. Now, this movie has a big cast in it. Patrick Warburton, the greatest actor ever, is on this. Oh, my God. Jerry Seinfeld. Amazing. It wasn't good. It was actually very cringy in a lot of moments. But that cringe kind of... It's a decent little one-time movie to watch. It wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad time. It was just kind of cringe. Number 25. Don't quote me on this, though. Despicable Me 4. Do I have to say anything else? I hated my time watching. I watched it alone in the movie theater with a packed full of kids that were laughing at every single poop joke. It wasn't for me. 24 If. Same. It's not for me. It's kind of a cringy family movie, but yeah, it's okay. 23 Knuckles. I wanted this to be better, but it was kind of just mid, wasn't it? Like, Knuckles TV show was supposed to be better. It wasn't. 24. I don't want to be so negative, though. So, this Garfield movie. I didn't hate the movie because I watched it knowing that it's a Garfield movie. It's not going to be that good. But it has Samuel L. Jackson and Chris Pratt, and I thought it was kind of enjoyable in some moments, but it wasn't good. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't good. Had the cringy humor, stuff like that. But I somewhat liked it. I think this is 23. 22. Moana 2. it was kind of a cringy sequel. Let's be honest, didn't have to happen. The songs weren't that good. I liked the song Beyond mainly because I just went to Disney World, and in the hotel they have like a Disney music playlist, and that song was on all the time. So I grew to like that song kind of. Wow. Moana 2 didn't really have to happen. I liked it though. It was enjoyable somewhat. Nosferatu. Okay, that's my hot take. In no way am I saying it's a bad movie. It's just I don't. How much do I like vampires doing weird stuff? I don't think I like that much. And to be honest, I just watched it a couple days ago when I watched 3 movies in one day, and this is the 3rd movie, and I kind of did not care at all anymore. I actually went to go get food halfway through the movie. And then I came back, I ate the food, and then I was like, alright, I'm going to go. So I didn't really finish the movie either. So I know I left it in the middle because I didn't like it. I thought it looked cool. Some of it looked really cool. But I didn't like it that much. So it would be at the bottom, but I'm going to leave it in the middle because I didn't really give it a fair chance. Maybe I'll revisit it. Probably not. Red One. This is like the punching bag for movies this year. I enjoyed Red One, except that one scene that I'm not gonna speak about with the guy when he was abducted by that girl or something. That was terrible. But I liked it. I like Chris Evans. I like Dwayne Johnson. I like J.K. Simmons. I thought it was kind of good. It was cringy. It was kind of like stuff like that. But some of it was really funny when Dwayne Johnson was like, "It's ELF." That was funny. So I don't care. You guys don't know how to have fun though. Next is Venom 3. I don't know why the poster's Japanese or whatever that is, Chinese maybe. But Venom 3. I had a decent time with Venom 3. It wasn't a good movie. It was kind of cringe. It played that cringe Maroon 5 song at the end of it. You know what I'm talking about. But really, it was a decent little fun time with Venom and the character. Nothing great though. I want to get into the great movies. Kung Fu Panda 4. Aquafina. But I liked it. Jack Black. Go on. I like Jack Black. It was a decent time. I watched it late. A few months late, so. Sonic 3. Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I know it's kind of low. It's blasphemy. It's like number 14 on the list, I think. Maybe 15. Jim Carrey was amazing in it. I thought he was really funny. Playing 2 characters. It was really funny. It was kind of like... I did a big Jim Carrey watch this year. It was kind of like his Grinch type of humor. It was really funny. I thought as Jim Carrey. As Dr. Eggman. Robotnik, technically. But I'm not a big fan of Ben Schwartz. Ben Schwartz voicing. Ooh, I like this song. Ben Schwartz. I don't like his voice as Sonic. It's very like annoying. I know Sonic isn't really supposed to be annoying. He's supposed to be like the main normal character, like the normal guy. I love Knuckles and Tails though in the movie. They're great. Shadow was great. It was a very good movie. It's just a lot of kid humor. That I'm not a kid, you know. I'm not a kid. I don't love a lot of the humor, but it was all 3 Sonic movies are very fun to watch. Very good time. Surprisingly, imagine they looked like what they were supposed to look like in 2018, 19, whatever it was. That would be terrible. Next, Alien Romulus. Now this is the first movie that's like an 80. I would give it like an 8 out of 10. This I had a good time watching because it was kind of boring early on for me, but it was a slow burn. It wasn't boring. It was like I knew stuff was gonna go down. It was just come on, let's get to it. But this is a very intense, creepy movie in a small area, and I thought it was really fun. I like the main characters. You could tell with these horror movies that the final girl's always going to survive. Like that one girl, you knew she was going to survive because I just know there's always a final girl. But I liked it. It had a lot of callbacks to Alien 1 and 2, Some people thought it was cringe. I thought it was kind of funny because the theater would like crack up a little bit. They'd be like, "Ha, that one line from Aliens." So I liked it. I've only watched 3 Alien movies. No, 4. I don't think people understand. So I'm not some big Alien fan. So I don't have this super high on my list, but I liked it a lot. It's just not one of my favorites of the year. Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. So I never watched a Beverly Hills Cop movie before July of this year. And this movie came out in July. So I got super into Beverly Hills Cop for like a week. I watched the first movie, loved it. It's one of my favorites. Second movie I really liked. I really liked the second movie. I thought it was great. Not as good as the first, but it was great. Third movie, I can have fun with. My dad hates it. Most people hate Beverly Hills Cop 3. They say it doesn't feel like Eddie Murphy. I mean, it doesn't feel like Axel Foley, sorry. I kind of like Beverly Hills Cop 3. I like the amusement park thing about it. And this movie I thought was just great. It was great. Not as good as the second movie, but better than the third. And it's one of my favorites of the year. Mainly because it's Eddie Murphy. Come on. Eddie Murphy feeling like Eddie Murphy again. You know, I watched some of his Dr. Dolittle movies, or that Pluto Nash movie. That's not really, I thought this was a very classic feeling Beverly Hills Cop movie. And I only watched the movies for the first time a couple days before this came out. So, let's get to the next one. Next one is A Complete Unknown, the Bob Dylan biopic directed by James Mangold, director of Logan and The Wolverine, 2 great movies. What else did Indiana Jones 5, I'm pretty sure, the 5th one. What else did he do? That Johnny Cash film. I didn't watch that, but I like this Bob Dylan movie a lot. I actually didn't know if I was going to watch it because I'm not a big Bob Dylan fan, but it made me a fan. I like Bob Dylan. I thought Timothy Chalamet was great in the role. He looked like Bob Dylan. He talked like him, sang like he played the guitar. He played the guitar. He actually played the guitar while singing. I know it's an acoustic guitar. It's not like it's, rocket science, but that's very difficult to do. To sing like Bob Dylan, to have the mannerisms, and to play the acoustic guitar at the same time. It's not easy to do, and I thought he did great in the movie. I thought he looked like him, felt like him, acted like him. I thought it was a good movie. Because I know Bob Dylan acts. I'm not a huge fan, but I knew who he is, really. And I like that. It's not over, 40 years of his life. It's 5 years. It's about Bob Dylan, his music changing from folk style to electric, and how that impacted the folk community. I thought it was a great movie with a great ending, great climax where it's not supposed to be a happy ending. It's supposed to be kind of a, oh, I don't care about you guys anymore. I'm doing this stuff because I think it sounds better. So I like it. I like how Bob Dylan's still a mystery. We don't even know really who he is, because in real life nobody even really knows. So it's a good movie. I liked it. Sue me. Some people don't like it. Next, my number 10. I'm pretty sure this is number 10. So that was number 11. Beetlejuice. I'm not going to say it a third time because then I'll be haunted tonight. This is great. This is really funny. This is a good time because I wasn't going to watch it. I didn't watch the first one still to this day. And my mom was telling me, listen, you got to go watch it. You're going to have a good time, but watch the first one first. And I didn't. What made me watch it is I watched another movie that's going to be higher on the list the same day. And I decided to just, go watch this without a ticket right after. I love them both. I thought Michael Keaton was hilarious in it. Winona Ryder, I haven't seen her in many stuff. I think she was in Friends. She was funny. She was good. Catherine O'Hara, she was good. She was the redhead, I'm pretty sure. Justin Theroux, I don't really remember who that was. Monica Bellucci, I don't remember who that was. Jenna Ortega. Oh. She was pretty good in it. Willem Dafoe was funny. I'm looking at the cast right now, that's why. Um, it, it was something that I wanted to put in my top 10 when I saw it, and it made the top 10. It got to number 10. I like it. I don't think it's any better or worse than the first movie because I never watched it. So, okay. Number 9. Now, this was my favorite movie of the year when it came out, and now it's number 9. So, good on you, 2024. Ooh. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes was a great experience watching because it looked beautiful. It was a great story. And I watched it in May. I don't remember too much, but I just remember I wasn't a big Planet of the Apes fan, but at the end of the movie, I was like, wow, that was a good movie. That was just a plain good movie. Like, solid, great movie. I liked that orangutan guy, and he died. I was so sad. I was bummed the rest of my life. I think about him every day. Anyway, number 8. Transformers 1. This is the one I watched before Beetlejuice. Oh. I said it 3 times. Oh. Anyway, this is the one I watched before Transformers 1. And I mean, before I can't say the title anymore. Yeah, he's already gonna haunt me. This is one I watched before Beetlejuice, and I thought it was great. I'm not a Transformers fan. I never watched a single movie about Transformers, and I thought it was a great origin story. It got me interested in watching more sequels about it. So I can't tell you too much in case you didn't watch it, but that is my review for Transformers 1. It makes my top 10. It goes to number 8. Number 7, Gladiator 2. I watched Gladiator 1 this year. It may be like August, so a couple months before this. And I really like Gladiator 2. I like the new character. I like Paul Mescal. He's going to be Paul McCartney, I'm hearing. It's going to be great. Big Beatles fan. Big Paul McCartney fan, actually. Pedro Pascal. I thought his character was great. He was great. He was one of the best characters in the movie. Denzel Washington was probably my favorite in the movie. Not because of what he did, but he probably had the best performance in the movie. He's a great actor. He's one of my favorites. I just thought it was a great revenge story. You know, it was like the first movie. It was kind of beat for beat like it, but I don't think that's a bad thing. I just thought, wow, this is a great movie. When the guy got shot by a huge arrow in the first 10 minutes of the movie, I was like, wow, we're going to be in for something. And then there's just so many awesome choreographed fight scenes in the movie. And I can't tell you that much. I kind of spoiled a little bit for one of the scenes just there. But I was like, God. Oh. You guys hear Splash Mountain, right? Sad that ride's gone, by the way. But it's gonna be, if people hear this and you got to this part of the video, then good on you. Maybe we'll talk about it in the comments. But anyway, Gladiator 2 I thought was a great movie. Number 6, Inside Out 2. Big surprise, because I liked Inside Out 1. I didn't think it was some great thing, like greatest thing ever. It was a really good movie. Really good Pixar movie. And when I saw this, I went, wow, this is something I would love as a kid. The kids are going to love this one. Inside Out, I thought it was funny. It had a good story. I thought it was better than the first one. So, good new Pixar. You made a great movie this year. Again, I can't say too much about it. I don't remember too much. Number 5, top 5, The Penguin. I know it's a TV show, but The Penguin was great. Huge surprise. I didn't watch the Batman movie before I started watching this. I ended up watching it. The Batman, amazing, great Batman story. But I'm so mad it got the second one got delayed till 2027. But this Penguin show, I don't want to give too many spoilers in case, because the person I'm in the room with didn't watch it yet. But great story, great performance from Colin Farrell, great performance from everybody in it. And this just really makes you hate the Penguin. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to hate the Penguin. It makes you hate him. And I hate the Penguin. But this is a great show. One of the best miniseries I've ever seen. And I love this world, this Matt Reeves Batman world. Number 4, Wicked. Oh my god, how's Wicked in my top 5? I don't know, but like Sean Chandler said, it's undeniable that this is, I don't know what word to use. It's a great production, actual good songs, which I'm surprised about. I'm not a big musical guy, but I can appreciate a good musical. I watch a lot of Disney movies. And I'm not qualified to speak on movies too well, but I really liked Wicked. I thought it was funny. I thought Ariana Grande was actually pretty funny. I thought Cynthia Erivo was a good character in it. She has a great voice. I knew that from Pinocchio 2022, which I actually like. And I thought Miles Finch, I forgot his real name, the dwarf, as the goat. I thought he was great because he's Miles Finch. Oh yeah, the sets in this movie, out of the world, out of this world. It looked crazy. Like, I was sucked in the entire movie. I was so shocked. This is one of the biggest shocks of the year. One of the best movies of the year, I put it. And I just watched this, and I already don't really remember too much. It's weird. Maybe I should have watched it again. But I was totally shocked by this movie. I didn't think I would like it at all. I kept saying throughout the year, I'm like, oh, I have to watch Wicked in November. I ended up watching it with my mom. She's a big Wicked fan of the play. She loved it, and I actually really liked it. I'm surprised by it. Number 3, I got Mufasa the Lion King. This was the second most surprising movie of the year because I was expecting to like it because I'm a big Lion King fan. My favorite Disney movie ever. I loved it. I thought right away it had the funny comedy with Timon and Pumbaa. The new ones, I don't love them as much as the other two, but they're good. I liked it though. It had the comedy with them, and then I went to the story, and it just had the right moments. It had the moments of where like, oh, it's foreshadowing, and then it had the music. It's a great movie. When the music kicked in certain moments, I said, yes, this is one of my favorites of the year. I don't care. By the music, I mean the score. When the score kicked in certain moments, and it's the Lion King music, I said, okay. I just wish this was I wish this was 2D animated, like the original Lion King. Would have been a top 10 Disney movie, in my opinion. But it is ultra real CGI animation instead. And people keep saying the songs are totally forgettable. I didn't like that one song where that lion, with the white lion was singing. That's something he was like peekaboo or something, whatever he was saying. I didn't like that song too much, but I thought the songs were decent. They weren't great at all. Well, I like that one. We Are. What's that one? It's like We Are Together or something, or I don't know. The one that Rafiki sings when they're walking in that gorge. That was a good song, and then I like the character. I like Rafiki. I like Mufasa. I like Scar. I totally liked how the guy he turned into Scar at the end of it. You could tell when he's talking, he sounds like Scar, and I just thought I liked it. I don't care. Get out of here. It's my number 3. Come on, skip. All right. The Wild Robot. The Wild Robot made me feel stuff this year, so it has to be number 2. Made me feel. I was like, wow. I don't want to spoil the movie too much. I know I keep contradicting myself because I spoiled Mufasa a ton. Mainly because I'm not qualified to speak for these very high rate emotional type of movies. But it was a great story, and I really liked. The animation was great, and I liked Wild Robot. I'm kind of done with the video. Number 2. Number 1. Deadpool and Wolverine. Sue me. I have fun. My number 1 of the year. Loved it my first viewing. I was a great experience, great crowd. They were going crazy for everything. I did not watch a single X-Men movie other than X-Men Origins before I watched this. Big mistake. But my brother, I told him to watch all the X-Men movies, so he had a better experience watching it. But I would have went crazy seeing Pyro and Toad and Sabretooth. But I didn't. I just kind of went, ooh. But it's still my number one of the year. My favorite movies of the year. I don't care what people think. I have fun. And that's it. That's my list. That's my 2024 list. Soon I will make my most anticipated movies of next year. But this is my list. Goodbye.